comes to weightlifting and carbs, there's really a double-edged sword. I want to reduce my carbs because I'd like to be able to lose body fat for this coming bikini season and my nice metallic banana hammock that I plan on wearing. It's a bright red number sequence everywhere, okay? I want to get a strobe light that maybe goes off in some specific areas that makes everybody feel awkward but can't help but look at it, you know? Now, carbs are not your enemy. I know you want them to be, and all the keto people are gonna tell you, carbs are your enemy, you shouldn't eat carbs of any kind. And for some keto people, maybe that's true. They've eaten plenty of carbs oftentimes. It's always tends to be one type of person that really gets on the keto bandwagon. There's a few people in there. When you reduce your carbs, you really start to eliminate a good energy system, the glycolytic energy system, how your body uses carbohydrates for fuel for exercise. Now, how much carbs you should eat, what kind of carbs you should eat, we should do a different video on those later. We can get into all those details in a different time. Not all carbs are created equal, right? There are good carbs, there are bad carbs, there are carbs that you should never eat or drink, even though they're delicious and pretty much manna from heaven. Whiskey, bourbon, those kinds of things. Should be in the never category, but yet I find that weekly I'm drawn to them like a moth to a flame. Just can't help. But all that being said, carbs are really, really important for exercise. When you start reducing your carbs, you'll notice that your body weight will oftentimes start to drop. You'll start to lose some body weight. Now, are you losing fat? Is it water weight? Is it muscle? It can be hard to tell unless you're using specific things to measure those kinds of changes in demographic or changes in volumes. If you're doing DEXA scan work or hydration tests, which not all of us have access to on a regular basis. So, fiddling with your carb intakes is really, really important, specifically with exercise. Now, you want to eat enough carbs to be able to exercise well, but it's not so many carbs that you're putting on body fat, okay? Now, if you are somebody who's really into lifting really heavy stuff and wants to always be improving those strength capacities, you should be getting more calories than you're expending in your workout program. But if your primary goal is to lose body fat or to lose weight or to change the way you look, you're gonna want to come up with that specific amount of carbs. If you're overeating on your carbs, you're gonna feel like a Greek god in the weight room oftentimes. Everything's gonna feel a little lighter, except for maybe you. So your lifts tend to be a little easier. You tend to be more productive on some of those cardiovascular exercises. Your energy levels are just plain old better. When you reduce those carbs, you'll notice that you start to struggle with those. What used to be really easy for 8 or 10 reps is now relatively difficult to get for 6 or 8, okay? Your recovery time slows. There's a lot of those kind of capacities that end up happening when you start to reduce your carbs. Now, what do? How do you figure it out? It's really simple. You can use 2 different methods. You can either, one, get a hold of us and we can help you, teach you how to track those things, or B, you can get a pen and paper out and just start writing down everything that you're doing. That tends to be my go-to of choice, is to start writing down how many carbs did I eat, when did I eat those carbs, how often do I eat them, what type of carbs did I eat, how did that affect my workout today. I don't ever think about one workout as being good or bad. A lot of people go, I had a good workout today or I had a bad workout today. And while that tends to be something that we look at and we think about and we do, we want to make sure that we're getting enough carbs to be able to work out well. The biggest detriment when people start fiddling with their carbs is they reduce them too much, they take them all away. Now, when you're eating too many carbs and your glycogen stores in your muscle bellies and your liver are completely filled up, right? Extra carbs get stored as long-term storage, which typically is body fat. They're going to hold your body fat wherever your body deems it necessary to hold the most. Once those places are filled, it'll start spreading it out throughout the entire body. And then when you decide to use that long-term storage, it doesn't convert it back. It goes through different channels, and we can get into that in a different spot. But if you're not eating enough carbs, you're not filling your muscle bellies up with enough glycogen to be able to produce enough work to burn calories in the long term like you think you're going to. Your body can't recover as quickly. So while you might be losing weight, you're not specifically losing body fat. You're going to lose some for sure, but you're also going to lose a little bit of muscle. You're also going to lose some water weight, so on and so forth. So coming up with the right amount of carbs tends to be really integral in regards to exercise production and weightlifting. Now, if you're just dieting for the sole purpose of reducing the number on the scale, well, yeah, get rid of the carbs, man. Pull those carbs out, lose a shit ton of water weight, lose a shit ton of muscle mass. You're gonna weigh a lot less. If you're gonna go to that extreme, we go to the next extreme. Let's start amputating limbs. If you want to lose a good quarter of your body weight, we'll just cut your leg off, right? You're gonna weigh a lot less with one leg. So, you know, weight shouldn't be the determining factor in whether I'm doing good or bad. Weight is just a thing that we use to measure what it is that we're doing, whether we're seeing progress, whether it's working or not. And so, quick results on the scale should be a caution sign, should be a red flag. If you all of a sudden jump on the scale and you're down, you know, 4 pounds in a week, that's a red flag. If you're down 8 pounds in a week, that's a real big red flag. All that is also determined on your size. You know, if you're 700 pounds, 8 pounds in a week, probably doing pretty good. That'd be a great weight loss goal. You know, if you're 50 pounds and you lose 8 pounds in a week, that's probably really bad. Okay, go see a doctor. There's something really bad going on there.